Welcome back to the channel. So in this one I'm going to be showing you the fitting guide for my custom front bumper or valance or lip, whatever you want to call it, for the Tamiya Subaru Brat. So these are actually going to be listed on eBay. Not sure how many I'm going to do. There's no point in printing loads if they're not going to sell, but I'll have a couple up there to begin with. First of all, let's take a look at what's actually in the kit. You've got the 3D printed bumper, splitter, valance, whatever you want to call it. You've got the mounting hardware, which is 3 and 2.5 by 8 nuts and bolts. And there's also a little template to help you mark the holes on the bumper, which I'll show you on the installation. Let's take a look at what we're going to need to fit it. So we're going to need a Sharpie to mark the holes, a body post reamer or 2.5mm drill bit, two mil Allen key. You can use one like this out of the Tamiya set or just a traditional one. I'd advise a bit of tape to hold the template in place, just to make it easier to mark the holes. Some long nose pliers to hold the nuts in place. And also a file or a bit of sandpaper, just to remove a tiny amount of material off the ends here, just to make the splitter fit a bit better. So the first step is to get the holes marked up. So if you place the template on the bottom, this is why I said to get some tape, just to make it a bit easier. You'll see the tab at the back is pushed right back as far as it will go. Then just make sure that the edge is level all the way along. And also you flush with the two gaps. One there, one there. That should be the ideal position. Now we're going to mark them. Once we've got them marked up, we're going to take our body post reamer or the drill bit, and we're just going to make the holes. Try and get it as centralised as you can. Once you've got it started, just check the position of it. That one looks pretty good. And that's all three done. Once you've got them started, you can remove the tape and the template. Now we just need to make them big enough for the bolts to go through. The same again, either the body reamer or your drill bit. Once you've got the holes big enough for the bolts to actually go in, just like that. Then we can take our Allen key, the splitter. I find it easier to put the bolt on first. Get the bolt in place on the bumper. You'll notice there's a cutout so that you can get your Allen key in there to tighten it up. Then simply put the bolt in the hole. You see it sticks out the back. Get the nut on the back, tighten it up. Don't need to do it too tight. And you see this is why I was saying about potentially getting a file, just to remove a tiny bit of material on there, just to help the edges sit closer, so you haven't got that gap there. Try and get it in focus, just to try and get rid of that gap there. So we're going to quickly pull this back off and to get the file on them. And all we're going to do is run the file across this edge. Now we can just test it. So if you take the bumper, line it back up, it should fit nice and not want to spring out too much. It should have a gap just there between the 3D printed part and the standard bumper. I'll fit it all back together. So once again, I find it easier, put the Allen key in the bolt ready, take the front bumper, put it in the hole. This is where you'll need your long nose pliers. You might be lucky and be able to just get it on by hand, but it can be quite fiddly. Then rinse and repeat with the other two. Depending on how accurate you were with your holes, you might want to make them a little bit bigger. And there you have it. So like I said, these are 3D printed. So I will remove the supports and do a basic clean up on them. Try and get any strays off from underneath. It all depends how far you want to go with how well you want the paint job to be. It's all in the prep. As you can see, this is what was achieved with mine. So there you go. If you want a custom Subaru Brat, jump on eBay and find the bumpers for sale. So I'm only going to put a couple up to begin with. If they start selling, I'll obviously print more and make more kits ready to go. And there we go. On that note, I'll leave it here. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll put a link in the description for the bumpers. and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.